WWE, Vince McMahon and other executives are facing a new lawsuit as they allegedly discriminated and retaliated against a black female writer for objecting to offensively racist and stereotypical jargon used in the scripts of black wrestlers, including Bianca Belair and Apollo Crews, according to a new lawsuit. These are damning allegations, Puddy. This is trending all over the place for Vince McMahon. Not a good look whatsoever. Is this the final straw for Vince McMahon?
No. The man has 9 lives, bro, dude. Nothing. He's immune. Nothing can take this guy down. He had to forcibly retire for this quote unquote sex scandal, and he still came back. I mean, I don't know what this is. Even as a lawsuit came out. Let's see how it plays out. I can't imagine he's beating the government. Can he beat this? Of course he can.
But then public perception matters a lot too. You know, and he has a boss to answer to. They have the networks to answer to. You know, like this is a very sensitive world that we live in right now. And you know, for something like this to come out, I mean, we've heard some stuff here about, you know, with was it Mansoor?
Yeah,
the whole 9/11 thing. That was like a big secret. I mean, that's ridiculous. Bianca Belair, certain lines for her to say. Same with Apollo Crews with exaggerated Nigerian accent. I mean, these are just examples that are coming up in a lawsuit. Not a good look here. And, you know, based on, like, you know, some of the things that we've seen, like Twitter's being Twitter, and, like, you know, they're showing in the past of, like, some of the stuff that Vince McMahon has said and done and stuff that he's allowed in his programming. Should we be surprised by any of this?
If it's true. Also, you're talking as this is gospel. We don't need to get this is even true.
Right. No. So allegedly, right? Allegedly, this is happening. This is a lawsuit that's being presented.
It could be disgruntled former employee exaggerating the truths. But it could be true. I mean, it is kind of believable.
Right.
But is it true? We don't know yet.
Well, that's for the
if it is true, if it's proven in the court of law that it is true, and he's held liable has to pay whatever he has to pay, then yes, it is a bad look. There's a huge black eye on him because he has stood in front of a lot of bullshit in this past. He's defended everything. He's come out on top. This, if he's found guilty or liable, whatever the legal jargon is, huge black eye on him, and it's going to be hard to come back from this, especially now that he is not the man in charge, not the top of the mountain. He has a boss to answer to, and well, not shareholders anymore. They're going private soon, but I don't know, man. Again, this just came out a couple days ago. We're hearing one side of the story. Again, it is very believable. When I was reading this stuff, I don't want to believe it, but it is believable. But I need to hear the other side of this.
No, right. And I'm curious to hear what the other side would be. Like, you know, would he then, like, you know, maybe blackball one of the lower writers? You know, oh, it wasn't me. It was this guy or this woman that did this. You know, I could probably see that happening. But again, ultimately, it comes down to the boss. I mean, if true, I mean, does this change your perception of Vince McMahon at all if this is proven true? Has any of this stuff that's come out changed your perception of him at all?
It's hard to say. I'm a very loyal person, and then when I think of Vince McMahon, I think the man I grew up watching and giving me what I enjoy watching and why I'm here with you, unfortunately. But people change, dude. People change. Look what happened to Bill Cosby, dude. America's grandfather, America's father. Now he's persona non grata. Because he was found guilty. Wait till Vince McMahon is found guilty, then I'll get back to this conversation.
Wow. Okay. So that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Yeah. What if he settles? Ugh. What if it's like kind of like a Fox Dominion case? What if he settles out of court?
Then I'll think about that, man. I'll think about that again, because like if he settles, a lot of people settle just to avoid the bullshit. But again, this is very believable. I can see this happening.
They also
9/11 stuff. I don't see what happening. The whole people.
They also settle
stuff.
They also settle to save face, like, you know, they don't want to go through the whole public.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you know,
Fox's case, yeah.
Fox's case, definitely. They didn't want Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, or Sean Hannity taking stand because that would be very damning. And Vince McMahon, I think that would be the same case here. If anyone has to take a stand, there could be a lot more stuff coming out that would make them look even worse. So, like, a settlement, yeah, it could go that way too, Puddy. Like you said, they don't want to just drag it out. Or it could be the other case where it's like, hey, let's just what's the price? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
let's write a check for that. Let's do that instead.
A wise man once said, "Everybody has a price."
But like it just the hits just keep on coming for Vince McMahon. And, for me personally, I'm gonna get my soapbox here. It's these fucking billionaires, man. These billionaires, I feel like they just get away with murder. I put Vince McMahon in the same pedestal as I put Donald Trump. Like, you have all these things, these negative things coming at you. They all can't not be true, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're lying. They're out to get me. The state's out to get. Come on, how is a billionaire playing a victim? Like, enough. And I'm just using two examples. There are plenty of other billionaires that I could put in the same categories. Like, I have had enough of this garbage, and I can't wait to see them taken down.